Hello, my friends. It is I, Alphinius Goo. Yes, at a strange time, according to Facebook. Yes, but this is a different thing. This is our normal time, and if you know about this, you should always be here at this time, not at 7 a.m. Mountain Time or whatever stupid thing Facebook told you. Yes. So I will talk you through this in a minute, but let us say hello to Camera Mandy, who's behind the camera. Say hello, Camera Mandy.
Hello.
Oh, there she is. She's no longer behind the camera. Now she's in front of the camera. Yeah, very good.
My favorite thing on these mornings is when you start going on tangents. And I'm sure half the people don't even know what you are talking about.
No, yes, well, I'm sure a lot of people did because they got the invite. So if you got an invite for Goo Morning Zyathé for 7 a.m. this morning, so here's what has happened. So there's a couple things. First of all, Facebook has finally fixed the chat thing so that you actually do have to enable it for each one of the events rather than forcing it to be enabled. This is now a new thing. I'm sure they received so much hate mail and hate frustration. I know they got it from me about this auto creation of chat functions for events. That has been fixed now. So now I can actually turn off the chat. Excuse me, that's not even true. Now I do not even have to, I can choose to not turn on the chat, which I would do. I'm going to create one chat for Goo Morning Zyathé, which people can opt into, which is the entirety of it, and that will be its own thing if people want to do that. But that is no longer hopefully going to be a problem. But another problem is when we went to Europe. Now, Patrick Kenny and I talked about this morning a little bit, and hopefully he has a solve for me, but I've already tried this, I believe. But when I went to Europe, when I came back, for some reason, Facebook believes that Mountain Time is an hour ahead of when Mountain Time really is. All right. So for me to be able to set the time of the event in Facebook, I normally need to set it for 9 a.m. my time on the event, and it shows up as 10. If I set it for 10, it shows up at 11. Does this all make sense? I hope this all makes sense. Anyway, so in any case, I was kind of in a hurry to set the event up yesterday. So it is possible, I want to take credit for the possibility that I put in some damn typo. But it's pretty idiot-proof to be able to set up the time. You just go in there and you click the time and you click the day and you go from there. And it's pretty easy because I always set it for 9 a.m. because Facebook is kind of screwed up. So now I'm wondering if I put it in at the wrong time, or if there was some other goof up with Facebook, or if there was some default that I don't know about, or some other thing. In any case, I apologize to all of you.
There's a 3-minute rant about Facebook.
I told everyone that I was going to give them the explanation.
Our Goo Morning Zyathé.
Yes, Facebook rant. Facebook rant. Yes,
Facebook rant.
All right, is that enough?
Yes.
All right, I apologize to all of you who were totally bored by that.
No, I don't think it was boring. I think it was fun. Shenanigans.
Yeah, the interesting thing is what I don't understand is I do believe Facebook, is a wonderful thing, right? Discord as well. These social media things are fantastic, right? But to make it, Facebook is very mercenary, right? And compared to many of the other social media platforms, they don't really want to advertise things without you paying money and all of this kind of stuff.
We're going for 5 minutes.
No, I'm almost done. I'm almost done. But Harry and I we literally were talking about this. But the thing is, here's the thing: without this wonderful community and all the fun things that all of us do, not just Camera Mandy and me, but you all the fun stuff that you post, the crazy stuff Patrick does and geeky and wonderful things that Kevin puts up there, or Adam, Christina puts up so much wonderful stuff, Keith, Jim, and on and on. There's so many wonderful things that get posted up on the den, and lots of people enjoy them, right? So we are the content creators. We're the ones who are actually bringing people to Facebook to enjoy their thing, right? This is what we're doing. And it doesn't make any sense that they are not a little more accommodative of people who are trying to do things rather than trying to always force them to pay money. Anyway, that is my rant. I'm done, Camera Mandy. How was that?
That was a beautiful
Here's to ranting on Saturday morning.
That was good. So we have a great show today.
We do.
So we have Dan Lucas from Tales on Tap. We're going to start talking with him in just a few minutes here.
Yes, and if you don't know Tales on Tap, it's a wonderful thing. We're going to show you some imagery and all kinds of stuff, and you're going to be impressed, right? So we had the wonderful opportunity of meeting Dan at a convention and had wonderful chats and he's become, like many, a wonderful friend of Gooey Cube.
Absolutely. And he has a great interview with Alphinius up on Tales on Tap.
Oh, yeah, we had a great time with that. Yes, we did.
So we have Tales on Tap. And then on top of that, we are doing the Darkenhaven map giveaways finally today.
Yes.
I'm so excited. I looked it up. We've been doing this since May.
It's okay. It's an incredible giveaway. And all the wonderful people on the stream get extra chances to win, right?
Yes.
This is great.
Oh my goodness, I forgot to bring the gamer map downstairs for you to actually hold up and show. But I will.
You can make a run. You can just walk by.
I will. I will do it while you were chatting with Dan. I have a few things I got to do while you're chatting with Dan. No,
because you want to be able to jump in when we're talking with Dan.
Okay. And then
we can show it next week. It'll be a surprise. You have a picture.
What?
You have a picture in the Facebook.
Yes, I have the picture of the Facebook.
Yeah, you can grab that.
Okay, I have it already.
Oh, okay, so then you don't need, we'll show it next week. It'll be a thing for people to see next week. It's very soft and spushy. You've heard the word spushy?
Yes, I'm very excited about the gamers map. And then we're going to be starting giveaways for Gamers Map and Legends, Lore, and Libations, the misprinted signed collectible copy.
Yes, and massively signed, massively misprinted.
Yes. And we have some Darkenhaven stuff going on. So yeah, we have a really great show. So
yes, the social media, the shenaniganators were very much.
I have a lot of I do have a lot.
We probably need to give a shenaniganator prize out again.
The thing is that there's one shenanigan that you don't know about yet.
Oh geez.
That's coming, and I feel like we should probably wait until.
Well, but I feel like we're gonna have to give all these top shenaniganators prizes because they're just so good.
I agree. There's like 4 I think that are like definitely leading the pack.
Yeah, it's probably 4. I agree with that.
And those 4.
And yeah, those 4 are definitely top shenaniganators.
Harry Quaid.
Maybe we could make
Patrick Kenny.
You know what? Maybe we could make them a custom shirt.
Chet Minton.
Yeah, those 4. Yeah. There's a couple other that are close though. But maybe we need to make a special shirt.
I think that we could definitely do that.
Shenaniganator.
We could do a
shenaniganator. Yes.
Okay. Anyway,
yes.
let's.
All right, that might be the thing.
Let's talk to Dan. Dan on. Okay.
Who's Dan again?
Dan from Tales on Tap. Oh my goodness.
I'm getting old. Hello, Dan, you marvelous man, you. Hello.
Hello, how are you both doing? And good morning and afternoon to all the gooey folk at home. How are you all?
Yes. We are excited to have you here. And Dan's accent, of course, is not fake like mine. You know, it's really cool. You know, he's got a really cool accent.
I would argue that your accent isn't fake because it's from nowhere in our world.
Yeah, it's
Zyathé. It's a Zyathé accent.
I would agree with that because all of the people who are English say it's absolutely terrible. All the people who are Irish says it's ludicrous. All the people who are Scottish say not even close. And of course our friends from down under, right? They think it's just stupid too. So I guess it's true. This is my own accent. Yeah, it's very good. What do you think, Dan? What do you think of this accent?
I mean, I think as an impersonation of an English accent, it's very good. You should hear the cacophony of English accents we have over here. We have a tiny island, and we have multitudes of different accents.
So it's not bad. You're saying it's not bad.
It's not bad. I would give it a solid 7.5 out of 10.
All right. Oh. Yeah, listen, I'm up the table.
But
right
I want to hear your rating that you just messaged me privately.
Oh.
I want the private rating.
Oh, you want the secret rating?
Yeah.
Yeah, you said you'd keep that a secret.
Okay, yeah.
Come on.
So Dan, do us a favor now. Because Tales on Tap is marvelous, and people need to know about it, and you need to tell us a little bit more. Just give us the rundown. How did it start? You know, what all your crazy friends, all of this stuff. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So a little bit of prehistory. So I would say I'm a relative newbie to the world of Dungeons and Dragons and tabletop role-playing games. I started around 5-ish years ago. I really broke into it during the COVID pandemic when I had a lot of free time at home, believe it or not, as I'm sure most people did. And I had the wonderful opportunity of meeting the people that I play with at Tales on Tap online. From all walks of life through different regions of our own country here in England, but we also play with, we have one of our players who plays from Sweden as well, and one who's based in Ireland. And Tales on Tap came around because it was pretty much the stars aligning when you find your people, your players, the people that you yearn for in any game. We came together through sheer chance, and when all the cogs started finally clicking together, we knew that we were onto something special. So we decided to take it live. So Tales on Tap was born. We are coming up to our 1-year anniversary.
Yes. I remember us talking about it when we were talking at the con, and you were saying, you know, we're getting close to a year, and we got a nice little audience that's building. Dan, it's hard to do a
exactly that.
stream, right? It's hard to do a stream.
It's rough. I mean, it is tough. It's a lot of hours, dedication. But I think if you get the enjoyment out of it and the pure fun out of doing it, then it's worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I'm actually getting married next year as well, and the time spent, if I could concentrate more on doing the marriage side than I do the stream side, it's going to be on one for the ages, you know?
Okay, I have to stop you guys for a second. I am so sorry. So I was entering in. I made a mistake. I am so sorry, Dan. I have to cut away from you for just a second.
Dan, I don't know what's going on.
Yes.
But I have a feeling it's related to some kind of a shenanigan.
It's not a shenanigan. It's okay. So hold on just one second.
We are a low budget production.
I know, this is true. Okay, so here's what happened is that I was getting the wheel set up for our giveaway for Dark and Haven.
Wheel, yes.
And Dan, I'm so sorry to cut in, but we have been doing this for like 3.5 months now. So this is a big deal. And I accidentally spun the wheel while I was setting it up. And so we drew a winner already. And so I just want to be honest about what has happened.
So the wheel is spun.
Yeah, so we have one of our winners for the Dark and Haven.
We'll have a second one.
We will have a second
which
one.
will spin the wheel, but the first wheel has already been spun. This is not a cheat, we promise. We are very honest in all of this stuff, okay?
I'm taking a picture of it, and it was an accident. It was supposed to be spun after the interview with Dan was over.
Yes, it's okay. So just we want everyone to know we're always on the up and up around here. We don't do any of this
and
stuff,
I'm not going to fake spinning it a second time.
Yeah, so, no fakeage.
Anyway, so the winner.
Right. So it's fine. No, we're not announcing
it.
The winner. No. They can just wait.
Okay.
We're going to go back to Dan and continue our marvelous conversation. Now that the low budget production has again expressed itself quite substantially.
Yes, I'm taking a picture so that way everyone knows that we are not
legitimatized. All right, let us go back. Dan, we apologize.
Or was that, in fact, a high-budget production, and we're just going to tease at the start of the show? I love that.
It is actually what I would call a bridging technique, right? So this is but it was not intentional. Promise, it was not a bridging technique. But keep going. So Dan, so you get this wonderful group of people together, right? They're from all over the isles, right? All over the islands, right?
Exactly
and you start this thing. So go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. So we started streaming around November time last year, but we kind of fell into it halfway through a campaign, which is, again, another difficult thing to try and bridge into, and especially within the D&D streaming community, because people can't catch up with who the characters are, why they have these pre-existing relationships built, potential, important NPCs that have either been in the campaign prior to when we started streaming. So it was a load of hurdles that we had to try and overcome. We are very fortunate that a lot of people that joined us right from the beginning, we have a lot of long-standing viewers who have kept with us, but I'm sad to say that campaign 1 is coming to an end in the next 6 weeks. We are building up to the finale episode, which I'm kind of sad about, but also a little bit happy about, because we get to kind of end that story on a high and then start moving towards campaign 2, which is right around the corner, which has been 2.5 years in the making. I'm creating my own world and stuff for these guys to adventure in, which is going to be fun.
Oh, we know something about that.
Yes, we know a little bit about making worlds. Yes.
Yeah, it is a labor of love, and when I say 2.5 years, it is a hard toll 2.5 years, and to a point where I don't even think I've fully fleshed it out yet, but I think half the fun of playing it around the table with these fine folk is that they're going to help me build this world, which is what we all want to see. So it's going to be really fun.
Yeah, when you have players that you know and that you trust, and that it's so much more collaborative in that way versus you just driving a story, and that is something that is wonderful to experience with people.
Well, it's interesting. Can I interject on something that is definitely on a different track, and the TV just went away. So as long as we're not cutting away, it's okay.
We're good.
All right. So because I can't see Dan's pretty face. So one of the things that I got a question at the end of the seminar that I did at Gen Con, which is, if you're trying not to stay too far ahead of your players to give room to move, how do you work that with a pre-published adventure? And the fact of the this is a good question, right? But I want to tell you that I use lots of pre-published adventures. I don't try to, in my old days. Now, of course, I'm all Zyathé, I'm 100%. But in the old days, I would take pre-published adventures and I would use them as side quests. I would use them as inserted things. I would take pieces of them and use them because I just didn't have the time to sit and create all of this world, right? It was just brutal. And so for example, if I have a wonderful thing going like the Darkest Dream, right? So I've got this wonderful sandbox, which is the Carnival, which many people know about. But a player comes up with something that's interesting that is not part of the Darkest Dream, but I like it and I think it has legs. I'm just going to add it in. See, this is the thing, right? The book is not a rule, right? You don't have to just go with it. Just absolutely. Right? Anyway, keep going.
But I think you're actually onto a really good point, because I think sometimes, especially for newer dungeon masters, when they get hold of, say, a pre-published adventure, whether it's Wizards, Kobold, any other that you can find on our
Gooey Cube
marketplace, Gooey Cube,
the excellent stuff from Gooey Cube.
Absolutely, but this is the point. So when a new DM picks up one of these pre-published adventures and they read through like chapters 1 to 3, for some strange reason they put themselves in the box of this is the constraints of this adventure, and if players stray from that, it's almost like, oh, mass panic, what do I do? Whereas, so the campaign that we've just been running is actually one of the oldest Wizards campaigns for 5e. We were playing Horde of the Dragon Queen, but not like anything that anybody else has played before, because I have rather acute ADHD. So my imagination and my brain will not allow me to like sit in that box. I am too creative. I can't do that. So it had the bare skeleton of what the adventure should be, like the Cult of the Dragon, leading into the Rise of Tiamat. But for my players, I would much prefer to be more of a reactive DM when they make decisions. Go, okay, cool, let's explore that. Let's go down that route and see where that takes us. I think if there is any newer DMs watching out there, it's a perfectly viable thing to do as a dungeon master, is to just go. Let the players tell the story and don't be afraid to take a step with them in that direction and just go. Because I feel like the best stories are created by that, like in that way.
And really, for me, I sort of bridge the between area, and anybody who's watched me for a long time knows this, that I like to have an underpinning major tale, right? That really is the major tale. And I like to have the option for players to be able to add to that tale, but I still do want to ultimately take them down, because I have seen games sometimes where you just let players sort of define all things and it kind of gets chaotic and honestly kind of boring sometimes, right? So, that's why you have to manage it the way you're talking about. If you don't manage it,
absolutely.
Yes. So for me, and I'm going to let you go here just 1 second, Dan. So for me, what I really encourage new game masters to do, because your advice is very, very good, is make sure that you are pondering not just what your sort of direction is, but also the opportunities that these side things that come up, a character interaction that turns important, right? And how and you can always bring, by putting down good breadcrumbs, you can always bring your players back to sort of your major tale. So this is really good advice. Keep going, Dan. So tell us about all these crazy people. Keep going, finish this, and then tell us about all these crazy people.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just going to touch on exactly that point. And breadcrumbing is something that if any DM, if you're an aspiring dungeon master, it's a great tool to have in your arsenal, is to just breadcrumb bits of key information to kind of steer your players back to the overall plot, like you said. These wonderful people, these mishmash, chaotic bunch of ragtag misfits in front of you, are the love and bane of my entire existence. I would go to bat for these people, some of which I've known longer than others, but all of which I've met through the wonderful crucible of Dungeons and Dragons. They are incredible role players, Dungeons and Dragons players in general, and just all in all, just great people. These are some of my favorite people in the entire world. So yeah, we have Chris, I've played my first ever campaign with Chris as a player. He has joined me at my table as a player. Evan as well was as part of that game. Han, Han is one of my best friends. I live quite close to Han. We met through D&D. Natalie lives in Ireland. She's an amazing role player and somebody that always strives to think outside of the box. And Dan, I could sit here and talk to you for half an hour about Dan and his crazy ability to spin any character into flesh and blood, in his ability to embody that character for 4 hours straight without breaking. It's incredible.
So are those teeth real? Because I just want to check that. You know,
they are, yeah. But so we have a little bit of a different healthcare system over in the UK. So he managed to get them filed down and everything. And whatnot. I mean, it's a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing and a curse, really.
That's hilarious.
That's magnificent. So
we have posted the Tales on Tap Twitch channel in the thank you, by the way. Who is th_TRYX? Is that one of your players?
Oh, so that's Evan. Yeah, that's Evan. Yeah,
that's
is Evan.
awesome.
I didn't even realize he was there. Hi, Evan.
Yes, that's awesome. Everyone look at Evan.
Hi,
but yes,
Evan.
thank you so
there
much.
You are right there in front of everyone, Evan.
And then you also have a YouTube channel, and you also have Facebook group and all the social medias, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So we stream UK time at 6 p.m. So a little bit back for you if we're looking at time, and it's probably going to be about 3 o'clock in the afternoon your time. Every Tuesday, we stream 1 day a week. We did try and we were playing twice a week, so Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I think the time constraints and the work that needed to be put in the background for 2 streams a week was a lot for us to handle, especially when, like you said earlier, people have full-time jobs and other, commitments outside of Dungeons and Dragons. So we've scaled it back. We're going to stream 1 day a week, Tuesdays at 6 p.m. UK time. We upload videos to YouTube every single week. We've also got, as I say, we're running up to the new campaign, which is Aralon, the Tides of Destiny, which is going to be really, really fun.
Well, it's exciting, and thank you too for the wonderful interview we did together at the con.
Thank you.
It was wonderful.
Yeah,
it was really good. So Camera Mandy, any questions in the chat? Anybody asking any stuff?
The main thing was making sure that we got the social media information out. But if you guys did ask any questions, I will be honest, I was trying to fix the wheel situation. So I did not read all the chat. This is a low budget production. So, but Dan, it's such a pleasure to meet you. And it was...
Thank you.
I want to say, at the UK Games Expo, we had a great time. Everyone was so friendly, which was so different from when we were in London, because London people didn't want to talk to us. But
like all big cities, right?
Yes,
they just don't want to talk to you. They walk by you, they don't say hello, keep their head down.
No, seriously, Birmingham, whatever the convention center. I don't know the whole culture over in England, obviously, but I will say we met some amazing people there who were so friendly. They were so interested in what we were doing. And you were one of the people who definitely was a huge highlight for us at the Games Expo.
And of course, James and Amy were magnificent because of all they did for us, and so many other folks who were just really, really fun to be with and to enjoy.
Game Expo was incredible, and it was our first games convention as a group, as Tales on Tap, and the warm welcome that you gave us was incredible, and thank you so much for giving us the time to film that interview as well. If you haven't checked that out, it's over on our YouTube channel. We get some really cool insight into obviously everything you do here at Gooey Cube. But thank you so much for inviting me on this morning. Dan,
it was great. It's great to have you, and I'm glad we've connected. I'm glad we came across the pond, and as they say, right? Or is that the pond? Right? That's what they called it, the pond.
Well,
absolutely.
Did they call it the pond over in England? Though?
Do you call it the pond over in England? Because we say across the pond.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So America's across the pond too?
Yeah, hop, skip, and a jump away.
All right, my friend. Well, thank you. We'll be in touch soon. We're talking about UK Games Expo again next year. We got some discussions to have, and thinking maybe we're going to come back. So
and we'll be playing a trailer at the end of the stream for Tales on Tap. So everyone, stay tuned. At the end of the stream, we'll go ahead and play a little 2-minute clip from your show. So.
All right.
Yes.
Excellent. No problem. Thank you so much for your time again this morning. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you, and good luck with the rest of your stream.
Have a beautiful rest of your day, my friend. Or actually evening, as it were. Yes, it's the evening now. For you.
Yeah, it is in fact gin o'clock. So cheers, everyone.
Oh, yes, I have scotch in here.
Oh, really? No. Thanks so much, Dan. We'll talk to you soon.
I might have scotch in here, cameraman. Dan, seriously, I could have scotch in here, couldn't I?
You could.
Perfectly viable. Just to mix it with coffee. It's an Irish coffee. Everybody
Irish
wins.
coffee. Very good.
There
Yes.
you go.
Have a great day, my friend. May all your adventures
No
and your
problem.
stream be sticky.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Okay, so I can pull this little thing out of my ear.
Yes.
See, so I have to wear this little thing in my ear because I can't hear Dan if we don't do that, because this is a low budget production. So
I will work on getting us some like wireless.
I don't know.
headphones.
Yeah, I don't know what else we could. That's what we'd have to do, right? We'd have to do some kind of a wireless headphone thing. I can still see Dan on your. Oh, he's gone now. I can still see him on your screen.
Dan
right
is.
there.
I love that he has found such a special group of people to play with.
Yeah.
Like, I understand that feeling completely when because like my group, we play like 3 different games, but it's the same core group, except like some people play one game, some people play another game, blah blah blah. But we're all intermixed, and like when you find those special people that you can build a world with and you can tell stories with, and you trust them at the table so you can explore different themes that you might not feel comfortable, exploring with other people. Like, I mean, I totally understand how. Let me just say, this is what it makes D&D so much fun: is the collaborative element of it. So, and the fact that you build together and the GM directs.
I so agree, Cameron. It is the, and also for me, for me, I love the tabletop. You know this. I mean, I'm very pleased for virtual, because virtual did allow people who have not been able to play together because they moved away to be able to play together. But I still, for me, and will be probably for the rest of this old man's life, the table is the penultimate. Not playing, I do not look forward to AI game masters and sort of the computerization of D&D. Because I do think the humanity of it, the getting together and eating good foods and crazy snacks, right? The people who bring over the damn chocodiles, and you haven't seen a chocodile in years. You're like, what's it? And all of you, anybody who knows what a chocodile is, feel free to chocodile it up right there in the chat. But they come over, and you get together with these wonderful people who are your friends, and at our place, we typically sit outside for the first hour, have just a straight up role play session and a recap, maybe an hour and a half, smoke cigars or pipes, have a little libation perhaps, right? Then we typically maybe even go 2 hours, and then we have a little dinner together, and then we just start gaming hard from that point forward. Although sometimes, later we have a little hot tub in the back, and we all climb in the hot tub and do just theater of the mind, and by that time we're all drunk.
Your sessions are very different than my sessions.
Well, I'm just saying.
I need a hot tub in the back. We can go hop in the hot tub and just role play.
We had a great theater of the mind session. This last one was fantastic, and I actually was playing. I wasn't game mastering, which was magnificent, and it was really, really fun. So this is, for me, the uniqueness of the game is the fact that you get together with your friends and play it the way you play it.
Oh,
right? That's why I'm worried about AI game mastering and all of this stuff that just sort of turns it into a computer game.
Well, I think, first off, I don't think that, first off, let's talk computer games, because Adam's playing through Baldur's Gate right now.
Baldur's Gate 3, I've heard is magnificent.
And I will say, from what I am seeing, I am beyond impressed with what they have done with Baldur's Gate 3. The thing is, though, that is a computer game. I mean, that is D&D as a computer game.
And it's
but you would never want to replace your in-person. Well,
this
at
is
least
what
us,
I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
this is what I am saying, right?
Yes.
To sit at home on a screen with virtual players and a virtual game master.
You can have a party, so you can play it as a party.
Yes.
So, my brother and Adam have a game going together,
I see
and
they
then he has
didn't call me on the phone and say, "Hey, Alphinius."
Did you want to play? When would you ever even have time to play Baldur's Gate 3?
Depends on when they
I
have it
can't even
scheduled.
call you without you being like, Monday.
That's
I'm
only
burning
sometimes.
Mornwood right now.
That's only sometimes when we're on when I'm So here's the thing: when you're a writer, and you writers who are out there know this, you kind of get in the zone, right? And you start writing, and you're going really, really well. Now, I consider Camera Mandy very important, so she is on my important list of phone callers. So even if I put it on the do not disturb thing, there are certain people like Colt and Camera Mandy and Mike and a few others, obviously dear Ms. Goo, right? That if they call, it comes through. So, I'm in the zone and I'm writing for the 4th time that day. And for the 4th time, Camera Mandy calls me because there is something important that needs to be taken care of. So sometimes I get a little testy.
I am working on making lists Make it easier. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I know. By the way, James says that he's running Baldur's Gate 3 on Tabletop Misfits right now. And so if you are interested in tuning in, like obviously they're a great stream as well, that would be a good place to get like a feel for.
Yeah. And James, but make sure, everybody, the Tabletop Misfits are fantastic, a wonderful group, and they also do streaming. And we've had James on the show a couple of times.
Yes.
And it's definitely, if you're running, I might even have to poke my nose in there for that one, James, see how y'all are doing, but I don't want to get the spoilers, so I got to be careful about that, because I am definitely going to play it, probably with Mike.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so
good. Yeah.
You
need some decompression time.
Yes. Well, the thing is, here's the deal. Having a day job and then having to do Gooey Cube.
I didn't mean to make this so depressing.
No, it's not depressing. I'm actually going to tell you this. It's all is a tremendous amount of work, but there is a passion aspect to it, Mandy, right? And so like working now on the Mornwood with the different writers who are working on the Mornwood and doing the artworks and starting to come up with the materials and writing the second half of Blood for the Con yourself and all of that, right? And you see it beginning to come together and you feel the oomphiness of it and how it's really starting to be so wonderfully additive. Did you happen to grab that picture of those marvelous Rangers?
I did get the first one that you posted, but I did not get the second. But we can actually, why don't we go ahead and launch? Okay, well, let me ask you, do you want to do our winners yet for the Dark Kingdom map?
No.
Oh, you want to hold
at the end. This is
hold.
called keeping the audience, right?
Okay, I'm just dying because I already know who one of them is.
All right, do you want to do one?
Okay, I will reveal who the first one is.
Okay, this is the one that you already spun in the low budget production.
This was an accident. I did not mean to spin the wheel. Like, I just accidentally clicked it.
And you took a picture of it, so you're going to be able to show the picture?
Which was good because I was trying to get a screenshot of it, but I took too long trying to get a screenshot. So our first, here, I'll hold it up to the camera.
Okay, here is the winner. The winner is...
Hold on. Lygia Chan.
Lygia! Congratulations!
So I will spin the wheel. At the end of the show, we'll get our second winner. But congratulations so much to Lydia Chan, the mother of Alfabio.
The mother of...
and guess what? Alfabio is becoming canon.
God.
You agreed to this.
I did. It's okay. Alfabio is going to be canon. Yes. Yes, Alfabio.
I'm just delighted.
The disgusting, perverted individual that he is. Yes, whatever. All right, well, onward and upward. Congratulations, Lydia. That's marvelous, my dear. I'm happy for you. And we have another one to give away. I might even have us do one more, Cameron.
We don't have one more to give.
Alex told me he'd make one for us. That'll be another thing after we do this other thing. So I mean, there's a lot of people asking how they could buy it. The damn thing's so expensive. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, we have the gamers map that we're going to be, and those are going to be on sale for I think about $50, and so they're pretty reasonably priced.
Well, then the nice thing, what I'm going to do with mine is I'm going to literally put it down behind the Game Master screen, and I think I'm finally going to do it. I'm going to, even though I use these wonderful old Game Master screens from like 1979, 80, right? 81 with Advanced Dungeons and Dragons and all that stuff. Yeah, there's the mat. But I'm going to take it and I'm going to finally square off my Game Master because it's all at angles, right? But if I have this mat, I'm going to take and have have one of those really cool 3D printed Game Master things that look like a castle, right? And they have the place for you to clip things. I mean, they're very utilitarian. They have things to slide in the back. And I'm going to square it off, and then I'm going to put that on the bottom underneath. And it'll be my entire base of my behind my Game Master screen.
I think that is excellent.
Yeah, so it's on the mouse pad material, right? This is how it's made. So
so this is just a prototype. We are going to give away the prototype. So we're adding a little compass on there, and we're kind of brightening it up a little bit. And but overall, like we're super happy with the quality of the. So just to give a little update, we are going through a new printer for shirts and swag, and everything will be produced by the printer and shipped to you from the new printer. And so...
and it was actually not that bad. It was, we were worried about this print on demand, but from a cost standpoint, because I was worried about pricing being out through the roof and costing people too much money, right?
Yeah, so we're just making sure everything, so we're doing just a few more prototypes to make sure that we're happy with everything, and then we'll get new swag up on the website.
Yes, so all of you who want the Great Grognard shirt, it's coming. Yes, and there are going to be some others. Like I said, I think that the Shenaniganator shirt... is very cool, and I think it should be orderable. But for the winners of the Shenaniganators, we have to do something special on there to make sure that they're like.
We will make sure. We will do a special shenanigan.
Yeah, so you do
I
something.
love that.
I think that's what we'll do for the Shenaniganators.
Yes.
So you still have a chance to jump into the Shenaniganator pool and get a Shenaniganator shirt with your shenanigans upon the Facebook page or even in the Discord. Yeah,
Here, we'll like talk about some shenanigans.
Yeah, Paul jumped into the fray with yeah, I was quite disturbed.
I love this.
Yes, it is not a good look. Yes, and there's Chet Minton, yes, and notice, by the way, see, when you're an artist, you do these details that some people might not notice, but he actually made the cigar ash green.
Yes,
you see
and added
this?
smoke.
And added smoke to the cigar ash, and of course stuck Nessie in there. And in the back is one of our artworks. So it was impressive, and of course the glasses. So we got to give old Chet a good kick on the shenanigans. Yes, and yes, Harry. Yes,
I
Harry.
love this weigh-in fair.
Yes, the weigh-in fair thing, but it's always about hats. Why is it? It always got to be about hats. Yes, weigh-in fair.
It's pretty excellent. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Also from Chet though.
Oh yes, was this not wonderful?
Yes.
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu Kitty.
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu. I love it. So yes, I'm loving seeing Chet post more of his art.
Chet's stuff is so magnificent, and of course, the wonderful thing he did for us with Nessie,
Yeah.
We got to do something real nice for Chet back. We got to always give love back, right? Cameraman is very important, right? And then, of course, yes, this was magnificent. I had to share it, right?
Did you actually try this? Is it
No,
beer?
I shared it.
Okay.
This was
Is this real?
Tim Gyro apparently found this in a comic book store.
So it's an actual official, because that's the D&D logo.
And,
on the
I
top.
saw that right? And I was looking at that, and I'm like, what the heck? So
I cannot
can
imagine-
somebody Google this real quick?
Are we
and let
sure
us
that
know?
this is real? I want to know if this is, because I like,
I really think he found this. I mean, he did not imply, and Tim's been Gooey for a long time. Tim was one of the original Gooey people long ago, and he pops in here and there, and wonderful game master and player and good friend. And so somebody Google this real quick. And let's see
if it's not real, it should be. So
I was wondering about the consistency.
Belinda says it's real.
Wow.
Okay, so we need to figure out how we can get some of this into the office.
Yeah,
and we could do a video of us taste trying
yeah,
it.
and maybe if we get it, maybe we can give a can away or something.
Yeah.
That's a very yes. This.
I'm sorry, I almost missed this shenanigan.
Yeah, this David Stormer jumps into the fray.
104 Nights in Sedestia.
No, this
with
is like
Alfabio.
this. Is that different than 50 Shades of Grey or Blue
no.
or something like that?
So here's the funny thing about this is, canonically speaking, Alfabio is a romance novelist.
He is.
And so...
And a bard.
Yes,
and the
exactly, and a bard.
And he
But
smells like lilac.
imagine, though, that this is... I don't imagine that this is written by Alfabio, 104 Nights in Sedestia with Alfabio. I think it's written by one of Alfabio's friends, if you will. And so now they're spilling the
1,004 nights is like 4 years.
Yeah, good.
4 annums in the world of Zyathé. That's a lot of nights.
Anyway, okay, this is from Christina. This is like glorious. Obviously
it is a magnificent book nook. I mean, it is wonderful.
If I ever had time, whenever I retire, this is just what I want to do with my life. Is just build weird little nooks in my house.
Yeah, that is what a wonderful thing. You look there and you just see someone's respite, right? A place to go and just dance with Gulliver and walk around with the magnificent Elminster, right? And chat with Captain Nemo, right? And all the other wonderful fictional characters down through the years, right? And the dances that you can have when you're reading marvelous books. And I must say it is a wonderful image, and just conjures up the feeling of just being there and sitting there and just immersed in your readings. So thank you, Christina. It was really fun.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep.
Yeah, keep going because we had some great stuff.
So this was this is like my Disney fan heart.
Yes, you should talk about this one because it was really actually quite good. But not everyone might understand if they don't know what Kingdom Hearts is, right?
Oh, well, it's like this awesome. I have never even played Kingdom Hearts. I just know it from around. But
Yes.
yeah, because I don't really play video games as much. But you know, I am dating. I am dating a gamer. I'm married to one.
Adam, I
We're
did not
also
know. I thought
dating.
that there was the nuptials had been consecrated or whatever.
Oh
it
my
is.
god! Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Okay, what if Kingdom Hearts is just Goofy trying to impress Max's girlfriend with stories of his old D&D campaigns? Is what the meme says, and I just love the idea because I think it's where. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, where they kind of do like swapping, where like villains are like the protagonists,
Yes.
and I don't know, it's all the Disney characters in a really cool video game is what I know. But I just love that idea that Goofy has a table with Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse and Daisy and
All
Donald Duck.
playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes. So anyway, of course. Anyway, okay.
Thank you, Michael. That's great.
Okay, so this is from Chelsea. This was actually posted in the Discord.
Yes, it was in the
Discord.
Discord. Yes.
Oops, I lost my place. And there's actually some really cool stuff. Oh, I'm making a mess of my stream as always. Okay, anyway, they're low budget production, yes. But actually, there's some really cool stuff going up in the Discord right now.
Yes, you
and
should
so I
check
just
it
wanna
out.
go
If you're
ahead.
not in the Discord, you should, because there's some beautiful artworks and some magnificent things. And
Look how beautiful that is. Chelsea painted that. Mark posted this really cool dungeon build. Hold on, let me pull it up. I think it's this one.
Yes.
Yes.
But that was in both Discord and in the Gooey Den.
Oh, I
believe.
didn't see it in the den, but
Oh no, So look at this. Is this? I mean, seriously
this
now.
is such a great build. Yeah.
Yeah, it is unbelievable.
And I know Paul's been posting some really cool builds. And so just in the Gooey general chat and in the pictures, there's just a bunch of really cool.
Just go back for a second. I just
Which
want to go
one?
back to the one with the tents, right? To the ones that have the little street vendors. Couple more back.
Okay.
Trust me, I'll help you.
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, look at that right there. Don't you just want to be there, Camera Mandy? Don't you want to buy the wares that are being sold and then look in the background of the trees when the terrible monster comes flying forward and pulling out your sword or casting your spell? It's fantastic. Just fantastic.
Yes.
Of course, some Dwarven Forge in there and some printed materials and all kinds of cool stuff. It's just, what a great build.
Yeah,
What
excellent.
a great build.
Excellent. So I just want to promote, and we're
And that was Mark Madden, yes? That was who did that. Yes.
and we're trying to be more active also in the den or the den.
The Discord.
The Discord.
Yes, absolutely. We're trying to help a little bit more. Now this, however, it keeps getting worse.
So I don't want to go too into detail about whatever this magical enhancement.
The magical enhancement, yes.
potion is.
Yeah, let's not go to PG-13. Yes.
or-
What
yes.
kind of enhancement, cameraman?
I mean, I think that you enhance like the size of your money, like a magical enhancement potion. Like you dump it on your gold coin and it becomes bigger.
There's a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Apparently, but apparently I am somehow connected to this now. And notice there's these new people.
I know someone named M Goo, which
Yeah,
I think is Miss Goo.
Yeah, I'm very worried about this because Ms. Goo would never do anything like
I know,
this
untoward.
whatsoever.
It's shame on you, Patrick, for even trying to indicate that Miss Goo, M Goo. Anyway,
another great shenanigan for sure. If you have a moment to read it, Patrick is quite creative, and this is definitely worth the moment you might take to check it out.
indeed. Okay, over here is the new Mornwood art.
Oh yeah, but you don't have the real one.
the
that I
new
posted.
one.
Yes.
But David did go through and give this
David.
like the glow up.
Yeah, David, this is so fun. And the thing is, as the tale grows in the telling with the Mornwood, right? This is what we're doing. We continue to grow the tale. And we really wanted to try to figure out a real group of protagonists that was doing their best to try to protect the Mornwood. And of course, we have Marvelous William and his Elijah Solrima, who is a guide into the Mornwood. And we had to figure out that how does people guide people into a place where literally you can go insane by being in there, right? So we brought a little bit of this eldritch horror thing, and I think you're going to like the mechanic. It's not too complicated, and it's not over the top, right? It's not like Cthulhu, where everybody goes insane, right? The goal is to have it be a ever-present sort of menace, but not have it just totally take over the game. So I think you're going to love the mechanic. But anyway, so we really needed a group of protagonists that would be able to be sort of trying to stem the tide. And this is the Vedrasin, which are the Emerald Shade, and they are a group of rangers and druids that are trying to stand against both of sort of the things that are going on in the Mornwood, which is the continuing presence of corruption magics because of the etheric presence in there from before the Woe of Ruin. But beyond that, of course, this being one of the places where the Nine are trying to reestablish themselves on the world of Zyathé and their minions that are there. So we wanted a good group of protagonists, but what would make sense, right? And this really kind of came together very, very well. And I think you're going to love them. And the image that we did that expands them will show next week. And when we talk a little bit more about, we're not going to do Darkenhaven today because of the timing.
Oh, next week we will not be able to because we will be in Pacificon.
Oh, we're going to do Pacificon stream. Yes, we're going to do a little stream. We'll do a little stream from Pacificon next week. So we'll have to wait till the week after. But we're out there with Armando and going to be having a great time meeting folks, and we got some wonderful things planned. So Pacificon is pretty exciting. Anyway, so the point being that we made this marvelous group of protagonists that sort of we're going to add into the tale, and they will be potentially allies of parties. And so as you go deeper into the Mornwood, and the thing is, we had to figure out how they don't all go crazy, right? And so this was the creation of this chalice that is from Falnianasa and from Verdaus. And that is their blessing. And as long as they drink from this chalice, they are protected from some of the corruption and terrifying things that would happen to most people when they go into the Mornwood. But they also have to keep that a secret, because if Darkenhaven, the government of Darkenhaven were to find out about it, they might try to co-opt it for themselves. And so there's a lot of intrigue that goes along with that as well. So it's really a wonderful tale that continues to be added to, and the Mornwood. So now this, as we said, we wanted to create this wonderful campaign area with Darkenhaven and the Gloomport, which gives us an incredible urban environment with many, many dungeon type opportunities because of what lies beneath Darkenhaven and the Gloomport and all of that stuff. And then, of course, the above ground environment of the Mornwood. And so we have really, I think, well created now a magnificent area for urban campaigning that doesn't require you to have to leave the urban environment significantly in order to adventure in really amazing places. So this is the excitement for this whole thing when it comes together. So it is wonderful. Just I can't even tell you how excited I am. I get chills up my spine. It is so good and getting better by the day. All right, cameraman, have I diatribed enough on that? I apologize for going off. And David, thank you again. That your little images always make me smile and give me this wonderful feeling.
Can we do a quick little Mornwood update while we're on?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So our goal is still on target. The maps are our biggest concern, as some of you have seen. I sent out an update on it. The Mornwood lore book is done and edited. The main lore book, which is our biggest part of the project, that is in going into layout. I may have already been started late last week. In fact, I think it was. And then we have the 2 little side quest adventures, both of which have been authored and are going into editing. We have most of the artwork done for those. We have a couple of artworks to do for them. The second half of Peculiar Brews, which is the entirety of Blood for the Con, right? That is the morphing that will take place, is being written by yours truly. So I'm working on that. And then we have a couple of other things that we have to put together, including the Player's Guide, which is being authored right now. So from a timing standpoint, we feel pretty good about sort of this end of September thing. And by the way, those of you who saw August in the Kickstarter, that was a typo on my behalf. It really was always intended to be a September delivery. So don't hold it against us too much that I put in August and I should have put in September. But we are feeling very good about digitals going out towards the end of the month and shipping, very, very soon thereafter. in terms of September being our time frame. And then, of course, what we're going to start talking about as we do this is the wonderful thing of Guys and Gags, which is Luke and I had a wonderful chat. Our team got together. We walked through our plans and all of that stuff. And this is, we've done some very special things. The creation of Zyathé with all of our marvelous community being the most foundational and most special thing that we've ever done. But on top of that, of course, GenzaCon and Peter Atkinson being involved and the wonderful people of Gen Con having their characters in there and all of the stuff that happened around that was so magical. And I know people are ordering Darkness and GenzaCon right now, the limited edition one, and make sure you do that because you only got about 40 days now to be able to do that if you want to get that limited edition. And of course, that's very special. But even beyond this, to be able to create something to honor Gary Gygax and to have Luke's family in there as a part of it as non-player characters, to have all of these little Easter eggs and nods to adventures that Gary crafted over the course of his life, and to just be able to do something like this is, for me, is very gratifying. And we are going to make this a very, very special project. And we're going to do our best to really make it wonderful. So anyway, that's all what's on tap. Of course, Darken Haven is in layout. We are wonderfully moving forward on that. The organization of it is insane. The project itself, and those of you who got Darken Haven as part of the Kickstarter or even as a pre-order, your value is incredible. You're going to be astounded when you receive this box. And of course, the Balloon port will be the same. All right, there's all my updates. How'd I do?
Okay.
Camera Mandy gave me this. You know about this? When you get this means hurry your ass up, old man. This is what it means. So I didn't mean to say ass. My bad.
Okay, listen. I need to give a few more updates, and we still have a little bit more social media. We still have to roll a winner, so we are got a boogie.
All right. What time is it?
We have 8 minutes left.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Okay. So very important. I sent out a newsletter yesterday. We will be sending out more email communications about this, but the limited edition Darkness in GenzaCon.
GenzaCo, that's where you get, that's kind of like Wayfair. It's a competitor.
Way and Fair, yeah.
GenzaCo is a competitor of Way and Fair. Yes.
Okay, but the limited edition Darkness and GenzaCon is live on our website. So you can go purchase that. You only have till the end of September to get the limited edition before it becomes the standard edition, which right now you can only get Shadows and GenzaCon as a standard edition since that was limited edition last year. So
if all that makes sense.
Yes. So we have limited edition with the portraits, the special Gen Con portraits, and the standard edition where they all get switched out. The deal that we have right now is that you can get Shadows and GenzaCon.
You can get the original, not limited edition, off. Shadows and GenzaCon.
Yes, for $10 off. So this is a great time to pick it up if you haven't already. So it's normally $50. It's currently $40. And then we have a bundle of our new products, which is Darkness and GenzaCon and Dungeon of Dunix. If you buy them at the same time, they're both live on the website. You get a free So Sticky pin. Do
you have a So Sticky pin to show, Andy? Yes, show them the So Sticky. This is a very cool pin.
And we're only making 200 of these total.
Yes.
And the first 100 of them are almost gone.
Yes.
And then
it's kind of out of focus.
I know. Well, it's kind of hard. If I put it near my face, it'll focus a bit better. But yes. So it says So Sticky. Gooey Game Master,
Gooey Game Master, So Sticky.
So yes. So we're only doing 200 of these, and then
we'll do another pin.
Yeah, we'll do another pin. So that's a $15 value that you just get for free. You can buy the So Sticky pin for $15. That does include shipping, which is why the price is a little bit higher. But yeah, you can get all these things individually, or you can get them bundled together.
There's our commercial. Yes, very good. So very nice, cameraman. Excellent job. And please do tell your friends. And by the way, I want to remind everybody, when you get those Facebook invites, please do respond to them. Even if you respond, no, I'm not coming, because we think that's pretty important for Facebook's algorithm, that they allow us to keep sending invitations to people and all of that kind of stuff. And then if you're not a subscriber to our Twitch channel, if you haven't subscribed, give us a little subscription down there. Say, follow us, and that would be wonderful. Apparently we got on hype trains a while back, which was kind of exciting. So hopefully we can continue on that. Oh yes, I love this. Laura put this up. This was this little girl, right? Did you want to talk about this? Because it's fantastic.
Oh yeah, it's the cutest little video that you've ever seen.
Yeah, so these little kids all start attacking this dragon. Even though you could tell they were a little afraid at the beginning. And then there was one little girl in particular who was just chasing him like crazy.
She was like terrified at the beginning, and then she was like, charge! It was adorable.
Yeah, it's definitely, if you like watching little kids do crazy things, this is good. And I agree with Laura. Raise them right. Yes.
So this is a funny from Adam.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
So what do you call zombies who like shredded cheese?
Yes, the Grateful Dead. Yes.
And then I don't know what is going on with this picture that Geeky like pulled from.
Yes, you are now you are getting victimized by the shenaniganators yourself.
Fine.
Yes.
I can take it. But yeah, now I guess it's just being used all over for.
I think I'm going to put a meme.
Side eye.
I got to put a meme on this one. Yes, I got to do this. This is definitely a gooey side eye right there for sure. Oh yeah, and Randy showing his portrait, fantastic.
We got the folios and the portraits.
Yes.
Yeah, we're shipping out a ton of stuff. Got a very gooey package today, and I finally got a Grognard shirt. Squee, thanks for that, camera Mandy. So Michelle got our very last Grognard shirt that I had in stock.
Wow,
I know.
That was the last one.
But we're gonna produce.
Yes.
We are gonna sell them on the new the new
with
website.
the new platform.
But yes, I won't have any more in stock. But
we have a platform.
yeah.
now.
So she had one from the Great Gooey Dungeon Game Show, and she already has I think she has 2 of everything. I'm pretty positive.
Michelle, you have always been supportive
Yes.
of us, and we appreciate you. And we need to see you at Genghis Khan or Gen Con. So get figuring it out.
Yes,
because
and
we
I was
miss not giving you hugs.
very excited that the last shirt that she wanted happened to be in her size. It worked out perfectly. Okay, this was also from Adam, and this is hilarious. He says, I used to find store placement in RPGs to often feel a little contrived, but after seeing this, I don't think I have any more complaints.
So I really want to know, so for sure, there's some part of me that says, no, it's Photoshop, right? There's some part of me that says this is bullcrap. And then there's another part of me that thinks, I guess it's possible. So if anybody knows if this is real, let us know in the chat. I'd be curious, because this could be anybody could do this with Photoshop, right? But and I'm trying to understand where they sit if they're going to have a drink. Maybe there's a little ledge right in front of the thing that they can sit on, the little ledge. But for me, this is way beyond the pale. I would never do anything like this rock climbing thing, even in my youth.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have got to wrap up.
All right, we're gonna wrap up.
Unfortunately, I cannot finish all the things I pulled. We had so much. The Gooey Den has been crazy.
Yeah, wonderful. So we'll show more next.
Yes.
We can show some when we're at PacificCon. We can do a little fun. I want to get Armando on a little bit too in the stream out there. So we got to figure out how we're going to do that.
Okay, I'm about to video our next winner.
The next winner. So
I'm videoing it on my cell phone and posting it on the Den because I don't have the technology all set up for everything else. Okay, ready?
But can you take a picture of it so we can show like we did with Lydia?
Yeah. Yes, I'll take a picture and a video. Okay, so we're videoing it. We're rolling the next Darkenhaven winner.
Dun dun dun. Go.
Here we go.
Baby. And it is.
Hold on, it's still rolling.
Still rolling.
Hold on.
Hold on.
I'll post this. It'll be more anticipatory.
Yes, it's
Gladiator J72.
Who is it?
Gladiator J72.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Whose handle is that? Do you know?
Oh my gosh, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I have sent them so much stuff, and I cannot remember.
So they're like the winner. They keep winning.
They
keep winners.
Well, the thing is that a lot of people join us for the stream every week, so it's like a progressive.
They add a lot of their they add
I will say that the 2 people who won, even though we did the website form, the 2 people that won this one, both are stream entries who have been doing
multiple entries. Yeah, well, of course, you add to you on all of these. You add significantly to your chances of winning by attending the stream. So it's a wonderful thing to have folks attend.
Okay, before we sign up, very quickly, please do #map. Again.
Why are we doing map? Can we do something else?
I don't, because
#squish.
Well, I already have Autumn trained on doing
okay, all right.
maps.
#map it is.
So, and we're gonna. This is not going to be nearly as long of a thing, but we'll probably do 3 weeks of entries for
3 or 4
the gamers map, and this will also enter you for the very collectible Legends lore and libations as well.
So #map will enter you for both of these wonderful items.
Yes.
So do that now, and then it's progressive, and we'll give the people.
Or maybe we should do it separate, because some people might want the maps and some people might want Legends lore. So maybe do #maps to get entered for the gamers map, and #LLL for.
All right, you got to do
Yes.
two things now.
Two hashtags.
Hashtag maps if you want to get in on the smushy map thing,
Yes.
the mousepad map, right?
Yes.
And hashtag LLL if you want to get in on Legends, Lore, and Libations. And of course, if you want both, then you must do both, which is what everybody's going to do, Camera Mandy.
Oh, no, actually, that's not, because like when we did the Darkenhaven box and we did the portrait, some people entered for the Darkenhaven, but not for the portrait. So people have preferences.
Well, I guess that's true. If you already have a portrait, you don't want to necessarily
Yes.
do that. That's true. That's
Anyway.
very, very true. My friends, you are magnificent. Someone is knocking at the back door. I think, Camera
No.
Mandy. Oh yeah, somebody just came
Someone's
in.
here.
Someone's here.
That's
yes.
creepy. We gotta go.
No, it's not. Because they're making way too much noise to be a burglar.
I
And
get so
besides, Camera
paranoid.
Mandy, I have 7th level spells.
Yeah, we're adventurers here. I know I have my hat. I have my hat that does like the hat dancer thing. So like clearly,
Truly, my friends, you are magnificent.
Yes.
Thank you so much for everything that you do to support this wonderful community. Many of you who watch this stream are like the gooeyest of the goos. And we so appreciate it. And we are so thankful. And we wish you all the best. And whomever it is
it's
that's coming
Colt.
down the stairs.
What's up?
Oh, it's Colt.
It's Colt. Come say hi,
If you're
Colt.
going to come in, you might as well come
Yes.
in. Yes. Yes. This is Colt. Yes. You look down. Say hello. What's up, dude?
hi.
Sorry to bother you guys. I figured you hear me clinking around.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
like, what's going on?
We
up there?
did. We were wondering if it was a murderer.
Yeah.
But,
Yes.
yeah.
I left my car and had to get my stuff. Good to see
Okay.
you. Good morning.
We're done. We're hanging up.
Have a great day.
Okay.
Friends, with that, may all your adventures be sticky. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye now.